Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studios, it's time for Women in Motion. Brought to you by WBEC West. Join forces, succeed together. Now, here's your host.
Lee Kantor here, another episode of Women in Motion, and this is going to be a good one. But before we get started, it's important to recognize our sponsor, WBEC West. Without them, we couldn't be sharing these important stories. Today on Women in Motion, we have Elizabeth Hall, and she is with Ease Natural Health. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I am so excited to learn what you're up to. Tell us about Ease Natural Health.
Yes, so Ease Natural Health is a gut health supplement business that I launched last year, and our flagship product is Travel-eeze, which is a gut health supplement that is specifically for when you're traveling. So it helps with your gut immune system and travelers' discomfort and bloating and constipation, which is a common issue when people travel.
So what's your backstory? How'd you get involved in this line of work?
It's kind of crazy. So in my early years, I was a flight attendant. So I always heard countless stories of people who suffered from health issues while traveling due to changes in routine, different foods, and the stress of travel. And it wasn't until years later, I was on vacation with my husband where I was having the same issues with my gut, where it was literally ruining our vacation, not just mine, but his as well. So I knew that there was nothing on the market for it. Yes, there's probiotics, there's prebiotics, but my product isn't that. It is strictly just vitamins and minerals that help with your gut when you need it. And it literally just came to me. I'm like, I need to do this for myself. So I created this product for myself. Of course, I did end up getting doctor approved and third-party certified because I'm not a pharmacist or a doctor, but it was something that I needed for myself. And now I have it. And now I'm sharing it with the world.
Now, when you're an individual, a lay person out there that has kind of this type of issue that you have, how do you even go about knowing what ingredients to experiment with? What was kind of your process to develop Travel-eeze?
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy story. So I had suffered with health issues for many years. In fact, I had to retire from a flight attendant because of my health issues. So I think I was a natural expert without even realizing it. I always wanted an alternative product instead of being on medications. I do have colitis, but it's been in remission for many years. They thought that I had Crohn's disease. I still don't believe that I ever had it, but I was diagnosed with that. I had endometriosis, and that affected my gut and all kinds of other issues. So I always studied other natural products that would help me versus going through the heavy medication, pharmaceutical products. And when I started creating my product, I just started researching the ingredients that I knew that would be helpful for myself and my gut. It's kind of crazy. My husband says that I was like in a trance when I was in my kitchen mixing these formulas and all of these ingredients together. And I was my own guinea pig. I literally was experimenting on myself. For example, even like vitamin C is one of my ingredients. And I recall in the beginning, I was getting mouth sores because of the vitamin C. And there's different types of vitamin C that I learned. So once I realized there was a product that worked for me, that's when I did go to get the proper reassurance from someone who actually had the background in it, such as a doctor and pharmacist.
And then it's one thing to know the ingredients, but also to know the amounts of the ingredients. Did they help you with that?
Yeah. So once I knew something was working, then of course I went. It is third-party certified who did confirm all of the proper amounts and what is good for you and what's not. So I did go through all the proper stages, but it was kind of crazy in the beginning. I was just really figuring it out on my own in the very beginning.
And then how do you ingest this? Is it a pill? Is it like a powder that gets drank, like with water or something?
Yeah, that's a great question. It is a powder formula, and they are in individual stick packets for the convenience of traveling. I specifically wanted it in a powder formula because it forces you to pour it in an 8-ounce minimum glass of water, 8 to 12 ounces. So you are having to drink a full glass of water so that you are hydrating yourself. Most people are dehydrated when they're traveling or also having gut issues.
So that's just people don't realize that they are dehydrated. So this is a great way to help them just stay a little bit hydrated, right?
Exactly.
Now, did you realize how important gut health was before doing this, or was this something, I know you had some issues in and around gut health, but was this something that you became obviously more educated on? Because I know a lot of people don't understand the importance of gut health. It's one of those things that aren't on everybody's radar.
Yeah, exactly. I think, like I said, I think I was like a natural expert without realizing that I was. I did know and since then have also feel like I've become even more of an expert. What many people don't realize is that approximately 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So prioritizing your gut health is essential for a strong immune system. And now that has been my message. I'm just trying to share the information that I've gained and learned so that, people are aware of it. All starts in your gut. They call it your second brain. And I think people are starting to learn. It's becoming more of a topic. But I think now I'm on a mission to share the knowledge about how important your gut is.
Is there some kind of do's and don'ts when it comes to gut health? Is there some foods that maybe you should be avoiding, or maybe other foods that you should be kind of eating more of?
Well, yes. I think that people need to eat more vegetables and fruits, right? So I always like to make it, I like to try it in my mind, thinking I'm making it simple for people to digest. Is think of your food as a rainbow. The more colorful your food is, the more healthier it is for you. So that's basically how I like to think of food, because vegetables are colorful, fruits are colorful. If you're eating a lot of white processed foods, then it's processed. A lot of white starches, rice, breads, those are all white foods that are not the best for you because they're heavily processed.
And then that negatively impacts your gut health.
Yes, exactly.
Now, what was it like to go from, entering the world of being an entrepreneur? Like, it was one thing like, okay, I'm going to solve this problem for myself, but then to solve it for yourself and then to, get the packaging right, the branding right, and the getting it into stores and selling it either directly or through other people, like that's a whole other animal there. How did you kind of do that?
I think that I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. I am like a go-getter. So I also have been in real estate for the past decade. So as a real estate agent, you are really, you're running your own business and you're an entrepreneur. So I was fortunate to use those skills to get me going for this business, but it's an entirely different world that I was not a part of or knew anything about, because this is an actual product that I was launching. So I honestly, I still don't even know how I did it. I think that I just started asking questions. I knew that I was on a mission and I had a passion. So once I had a formula that I started working on and I knew it was foolproof, I just started asking anyone I came across, like, oh, do you have a contact to a manufacturer? Do you know who does branding? And I also used Google. That was my alumni.
Did you start out selling direct to the consumer, like, through Amazon or Shopify or one of those things, or were you trying to get into retail?
Yeah, so I am direct to consumer currently. So I sell on my website, on Shopify. I also am on Walmart.com, which I'm very proud to say. And I am on Amazon, and I am talking to retailers currently to work on that path. My goal is to have it at the airports and and hotels. I believe that's where people need it the most. So I'm trying to make it convenient and have it easily accessible to people. So that's my goal, and that's what I'm working on.
So how did you do the learning curve of e-commerce? Because that is a slippery slope there for a lot of folks.
It is. It's a deep hole, and I'm still figuring it out, working it out, to be honest.
Did you kind of put it out there, and did you get results right away, or was this something you had to tweak, like pricing? I mean, there's a lot of variables when it comes to selling direct to consumer.
Yes. In the very beginning, I felt that I got very lucky and fortunate. I did get orders right away. And then I went down into a lull where I'm like, oh, I'm not really getting any orders. So what's going on? And now I am working on ads. So you do need marketing dollars to send out ads on every platform for your website, through social media, even ads specifically for Walmart, ads specifically on Amazon. So it's heavily involved with ad spend.
And then are you having those individual platforms, ship the stuff and do all of the kind of logistics of that side of the business?
Yes. So like Walmart, Amazon, they deal with the distribution and filling the orders directly. So that you're able to get it next day on Prime or, 2-day delivery. And I also do some ordering. I fill orders myself currently on my website. So the orders that I receive directly from my website, I fill those orders myself till this day.
Now, recently you were able to take the stage at the Women's Business Enterprise Council in Vegas to pitch. What was that? What was that like?
It was exhilarating and very nerve-wracking. That was my very first time ever doing a pitch, and I was honored and really excited to be a part of it. I made it through the second round. Just to be able to make it to the second round, I was excited since that was my first time pitching. I since then have practiced my pitching. I actually signed up for a 3-day boot camp with it's called the Speakers Institute, and I'm really trying to up my pitching game. And I feel that I am since then I've gained a lot more knowledge and experience, and I can't wait to pitch again, hopefully with WeBank next year.
Now, was there something you learned from going through the kind of that experience? Because a lot of times when they're trying to poke at you, they uncover some things maybe you didn't think of, or moves you could make. Did you learn anything from going through that?
Yeah, I did. Well, I learned that I really need to focus and work on my nerves because it is very stressful.
That could be your next. That could be your next product.
But I also learned that it's really important to have your pitch down, and you need to be prepared no matter what, because you only have a very short amount of time to get your message across. So having it down is really, really, it could be your one and only opportunity to really change your business to the next level or get it to the next level. So I am prepared for the next one for sure.
Now you're also working on a book. How did that come about?
Yeah, I am, which I'm really excited about. That came about with all of my knowledge about gut health. It's called Shut the Gut Up, How to Optimize Your Gut Health. And I will just be sharing some tips and tricks on how to help your gut in simple ways, and also your not just your gut health, but also your mental health, like your mind, body, and soul. Right? It's all connected. We're all connected. So I just want to share my knowledge of what I've learned and how I've been able to help myself and with my product and go from there.
Now, your company is Ease Natural. Are there other products other than Travel-eeze on the roadmap?
Yeah, I do have a product called Travel-eeze that I will be launching in the new year. So it is a different formula, and it will be a powder formula as well. And I'm excited to get our next product, Travel-eeze, out. So Travel-eeze is just, you take that when it's needed, and Travel-eeze you will take on the daily.
Now, what was the reason that you joined the Webeck West community? What were you hoping to get out of that experience?
Oh, I'm very honored to be a part of the WeBank West. Well, first, I just love being around like-minded female founders and boss ladies, but also the contact and the information they share and their events that they have are very inspiring. And also just connecting with, all the corporations, because in the future, my goal is to have my products in retail stores such as Target. And I am on Walmart currently, but I want to be in their stores directly. And I want to be in hotels and at the airports. So I'm working on those relationships, and that's what WeBank West provides.
Is there any piece of advice you'd like to share for other women entrepreneurs out there? Something you've learned that really stuck with you?
Well, I say if you have an idea, it's been, you've been hearing it in your head, you've been mulling it over, but you haven't really made that jump yet, or you're afraid. I always just say, just do it. It's like the Nike slogan, just do it. What do you have to lose? You could start out small. You don't have to go out big with a bang. Just share your ideas with other people. And I always say I'm here to support other women. So if they have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And definitely be a part of WeBank, because they provide so many resources that can help you grow your business and start your business. And I also just say, listen to your gut.
So what do you need more of, and how can we help you?
Well, exposure is always good. So please just share my knowledge of your gut health. And if you're ever traveling soon, always have some Travel-eeze as your must-have travel essential.
And if somebody wants to learn more and connect with you or somebody on your team, or learn more about your products or book, what's the website?
Yeah, our website is eazenaturalhealth.com. That is EEZE naturalhealth.com.
Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much for sharing your story today. You're doing such important work, and we appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
All right, this is Lee Kantor. We'll see you all next time on Women in Motion.